There's a couple of questions, and so maybe we'll go with this around the difference between Dzogchen and Advaita Vedanta. Why does I know it's a big question, and but you like this question, I think. Why does can I get to the heart of it? Why does Dzogchen reject non-duality?
Because we have appearances of dualism. It's very simple. Mm-hmm. So what the Rigpa Rangshar literally says is at the time of the basis, meaning the time of just resting in the nature of the mind, at that point, there's no one, there's no two, there's no three. But the minute you have a division into sentient beings, then you can't deny this dualistic, you cannot deny that this is dualistic. So the way that this is resolved, the very first verse of the Rigpa Kujuk, and this is one of Vairochana's, the first text that was translated in Tibetan of Dzogchen. It's called the Rigpa Kujuk because Kujuk, the cuckoo, heralds the spring. And so when Sri Singha taught this text to Vairochana, he said, I'm calling this the cuckoo of Vidya because the cuckoo is the bird that heralds the spring. And this is the very first text that you're translating into Tibetan. So therefore, we're going to call it the Rigpa Kujuk. So the Rigpa Kujuk said, the first line says, the primal nature of diversity is non-dual.
Yep.
That is Rangjin. He uses the term Rangjin, primal nature.
Yeah, Rangjin is non-dual.
So you couldn't say, so Dzogchen, you can say that Dzogchen is a dualistic non-dualism or a non-dual dualism. Take your pick.
Yeah. So when
that's the difference. That's the basic difference. And also, Dzogchen is not substantialist. That is, it doesn't regard even the nature of mind as being real. It regards everything as being absolutely equivalent with an illusion, including this so-called nature of the mind. It's not established either. The view of Dzogchen is the same as Prasanga Madhyamaka, philosophically speaking.
You said it's not substantialist. Is that what you said?
It's anti-foundationalist.
Oh, anti-foundationalist. That's different. Yes.
Dzogchen is anti-foundationalist.
So it's not holding that Rigpa's it's not just replacing the mind-only view of, Chitta with Rigpa. It's not doing that.
Yes, and it's also not replacing Brahman with Rigpa, which is a big mistake that people make.
Yeah. Okay, so...
and it's not like Trika Shaivism, because Trika Shaivism asserts that everything is real because everything is a product of Shiva, and Shiva is real. That's Paramashiva. So we can discuss like the 36 tattvas and all this kind of stuff according to Shaiva Siddhanta, but it'd take us a little far out of our game.
So it rejects non-dual, but it says that the Rangjin is non-dual. So
it says that this is the principle. Yes, because of course the nature of diversity is non-dual because everything is empty.
Yeah.
Emptiness is non-dual.
Well,
you couldn't say that
Kadaki, right? In Dzogchen.
Yeah, Kadak is how we talk about emptiness in Dzogchen. That's right.
Yeah.
Because Uselwa, we could talk about this too. Usel, it's very clear in the Indian text. Usel in the sutra anyway just refers to the purity of phenomena because they're empty.
Yeah.
And then we have Zudne Dakpa in the Prajnaparamita Sutras, which defines Zudne Dakpa. It means exactly the same thing as Kane Dakpa. Zud, it just means from the beginning. Dakpa means pure.
Yeah.
So actually the Prajnaparamita Sutra says exactly the same thing as Dzogchen. Everything is pure from the beginning. Why? Because everything is empty. Whatever like Nagarjuna says, whatever arises in dependence, that is empty, that is dependently designated, and that is the middle way.
Yeah.
Dzogchen is no different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for we don't use dependent origination, we say lundup.
Yeah. Yeah. Not so disruptive, actually.
No, well, we got to pretend.